How you doing, people? Hope you're all well. So, I was just sent to one of my mates here who's inside now. I can remember years ago, we got a phone call. We used to go through clubbing all the time, through the Archies, or Solar Bar, and a few other places in Glasgow. But the Archies was the main one we used to go to. But a famous DJ, famous Scottish DJ, in fact, probably the most famous, in fact, I think he is the most famous DJ in the world, actually, maybe. Well, wee story on this one. Back in, I think it was 2006, we got a phone call. We used to get phone calls quite regular, go to different clubs, because we used to do a wee bit of here and there through the clubs and that. Back in the mid 2000s, up to 2010, before we parted our ways again, before we parted ways, sorry I should say. But we got a phone call asking if you fancy coming through the Archies, VIP tickets, blah blah blah. I'm sure it was Street Rave or Head Candy versus Colours, one of the two now. For folk who don't know, Archies in Glasgow was one of the biggest, or the biggest and best venue in Scotland. People worldwide used to go to the Archies for Street Rave. A lot of good MCs for back in the Street Rave days, obviously before my time. One from Middlesbrough. I can't remember the guy's name now, but he used to be John Mancini. That was who basically ran the Archies. He was like Scotland's top DJ for house at the time. He plays in Ibiza and that with summer usually. I don't know if he still does, but I'm not used to. But it cut long story short, so we're sitting getting full Bacardi, and we got a phone call. We want to come through the Archies. We go through the Archies. We're fucking on it all the way through. We're fucking absolutely out of tits. We get to the Archies and blah 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 blah. I can remember my mate saying, "Who the fuck was that? A fucking greasy looking cunt." And it was one of the DJs, right? That's how my mate says, "Who the fuck was that cunt?" Because he did look a bit of a fucking nick, right? Ken, he was like fucking greasy skin, fucking this mad ginger hair all over the place and that. And then he's went on, done his set, we were like, that cunt was banging. A couple left in the line, we're at my mate's transit van, he had the boombox in the back of the van, and we're listening to that tune, Acceptable in the 80s, dun, dun. And before I knew it was on the radio and that, we're saying, I wonder what tune that is. So my mate goes down to see the guy who ran the Archies, well, ran Street Rave, sorry I should say, the main DJ. And he says to, because my pal, the DJ, was cousins with my pal's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. And he says, what did you think of that set, the CD we gave you? And my mate was like, shit hot. I said, what's that tune that? He says, about the 80s. And the boy says, that's fucking a DJ, that's the why they done the set through the Archies that night, blah blah blah. It's on the radio now, and before I knew it was Calvin Harris. And that was obviously back in 2006, 2007, I'm sure it was, I think it was his first big set. But we were only a stone throw away from him, not even a stone throw away, so close to him, and we just, even after it, we were in shock, but we weren't really that shocked, nothing really shocked us. But I fucking just been so close to Calvin Harris before he was famous. It's a proud moment to look back on. Just a pity with that fucking, we can't really remember much shit. But it was a funny experience. But there's a couple other actually famous things. One, my cousin, she moved back out here from America just after the Twin Towers collapsed, and the American guy she brought back, he was about 6'9". He had a duck going in and out your door, in and out the fucking rooms and that. He got up in the hood a famous American rapper. He actually moved to a place called Armadale, West Lothian, and they asked me if I knew if I liked this rap band, this rap group, this rap guy, and I said I've not heard them, mate. And this guy had connections, fucking Morocco and all that, blah blah blah, in Portugal too, and he went and got me a CD, and I was like, that is one of the best rap. I didn't really hear much rap at this point, to be honest. I was only a young boy, 13, 14, and it turned out to be one of the biggest American rappers of the 2000s, well, late 90s, 2000s. He actually no long died, and my big cousin's ex-husband, he no long died as well. But I thought it was full of shit, to be, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I don't usually take, I don't mean this in an ignorant way, I think like a pinch of salt, but I thought it might just be full of shit because it's America, it's a big place. But